Welcome back, my beautiful souls. My name's Cheryl, and this is my channel, Ritual and Remedy. Now, the purpose of my channel is to help support women like yourselves who are struggling with the day-to-day life. They've done the healing work, they've been on the healing journey a long time, and now you're looking to step into rituals, to manifest, and to create a better life for yourself. So I'm here as a guide to help show you, hold your hand, and lead you into the best version of yourself. So guys, before we continue with today's video, I just want to discuss my cleansing and protection booklet. Now, this is just a digi guide that I felt called to make because when I was first getting into spirituality, learning about protecting your energy, and all things spiritual, I found that when I was in certain chats and groups and fan pages, whatever, that people is kind of cliquey, and you ask questions and you get told, oh, why haven't you read this part of the group? It will explain things. And you'll ask questions. I've seen people ask questions in these groups, and then someone would reply with this really rude answer, like to say, oh, can't you even figure that out for yourself? The thing with spirituality, it's not linear. It's so many things. It's just basically based on your feelings and your intuition, what works for you, really. It's not one size fits all in spirituality. But if you haven't got the guts, if you're feeling a bit scared and you're feeling a bit unbrave, you can just end up being stuck and getting lost in your own head. Now, my hope with this book is to give you the confidence needed in order to start your healing journey. You only need to really start once you understand the basics of spirituality and the human body and how everything affects us. The little things that we take for granted, like we'll say we're sleepy, we'll say we're tired. We don't really truly understand the spiritual implications of why we feel the way we do. And that's why I made this book. So it's a starting pad, a launch pad to take you to where you need to be in order to fix your life. So I've got this book coming out. I've got 2 more in the works. I've got another one coming out. It's going to be a spell book, but I've got a manifest and a mindset book coming out, because if your head's not right and you're not in the game, you can't manifest anything. You know what I mean? So I see a lot of people saying, join this course, manifest with me, $2,000, 20,000, whatever. And I'm like, absolutely not. If your mind's not in the game, and especially if you're new to it, you're not going to be able to comprehend coming out of survival mode and becoming abundant. It takes steps. So I've got 2 more books coming. So yeah, I'll be quiet now and let's talk about this video.
All in one night.
So did any of the women get restraining orders or protection orders against you?
Oh, that don't mean nothing to me. Restraining order ain't nothing but a piece of paper. They ain't gonna stop me from doing nothing. It ain't over till I say it's over.
Like many former abusers, Charles says he was violent because he'd developed the view that men should be in charge of women.
I never considered myself a woman beater, per se, because I didn't just hit women for nothing. I figured if I had a reason, then it was just not being a woman beater. It was justified. It was corrective actions. Just trying to get some compliance.
How many women did you do this to?
Now people tell me, did you see that man wipe away non-existent tears? Tears that are not even there. Jeez. It's seeing relationships like this and being in relationships like this with these sort of people that prompted me to write my cleansing and protection book. So basically, once I was on my healing journey and started looking back into my past and just little things, people's relationships, little things come back to you that you didn't even realize you had stored. And going through and unpacking all that gave me the information, I would say, the intuition and the clues about the people I've been hanging around with, and just the dynamics, unhealthy dynamics that I've seen in my life. Now, in my book, there's a part I wrote about men and women and the relationships in the physical and in the spiritual. So when we are with people like that gentleman that we just seen in the clip, when you're around as a woman in a relationship or associating yourself with people like that, what happens is that spiritually you are feeding them. So they're spiritually taking from you and you are losing. And if you look at that gentleman's demeanor and his mentality and the way he's talking, there's nothing that he's going to reciprocate back to you. It's not, whatever he gives back to you, it's not going to be enough, and it's not going to be in your best interest. It will probably be the bare minimum at best. So when we're dating through our traumas, so for example, you're dating with a man that's insecure. Now you, probably being a female and going through your trauma, you would, because you have certain genetic gifts being a woman, you will tend to notice his insecurities, and then being a woman, being a nurturer, being caring, you will pour into him thinking that you can fix whatever's broken or damaged. But people like that, because he doesn't have any self-awareness, no deep emotions, he hasn't unpacked, whatever issues he's been going through, he will continue to take, and you will keep giving, hoping that he's going to change, and on a spiritual level, that is why women become drained, confused, everything they had going on that was really good, they tend to lose that. So yeah, this is all what I've put, like stuff like this to help women protect their energy in their book, because really and truthfully, a man like that or a person like that, whether it's a family member, and to be honest, it can be your own kid, we can give birth to narcissistic children, especially if we've been in a relationship with a narcissist and we're still on our healing journey, and the child unfortunately has picked that all up. So this is the main reason why I wrote this spiritual guide to help women. So I'm just going to be promoting this now for the next 6 weeks while the kids are home. I'm just going to be making videos and showing examples and hoping people can really get behind my voice, my vision, and join my community just by commenting, and you can email, whatever you feel like you want to do. I want to help strengthen women and embolden women to become the best versions of themselves, to be honest. That's my job, that's my path and my passion. And I'm just going to keep on it, grow this channel, help people. I don't want to make long videos at the moment because they're not being watched, but I'm going to still keep coming and pushing through the algorithm. So guys, so comment down below on your thoughts, and I'll see you on the next one.